In this video, I'm going to show you the proper way to upload your YouTube video to your YouTube channel. Let's get started. So what we do is we're going to go into your YouTube channel, and on the page you click on your user icon in the top right hand corner. So we click on that and we come down to where it says YouTube Studio. So you click on YouTube Studio. The next page that appears is the channel dashboard. But then again, you go up to the top right hand corner again and you click where it says create. Click on create, come down to where it says upload videos, and then the page changes to upload videos section. So then we come down to the bottom middle right here where it says select files. This is where you select your YouTube video in order to upload your YouTube video, your video to YouTube. So now we're going to select a video. So we're going to select this video right here. Of course, you're going to select your own video, obviously. And so now this is a video I've already uploaded, and so we're just using this as an example. So this video, the title is, you see my title says CapCut, Keep Your Privacy. But in this box here, this is the title this is where you choose or enter your title. You can change it, you can we go backspace, you can see we can change it. So if we look down the bottom right hand corner, it shows how many characters out of 100 is the length of your YouTube video. So I would recommend you having a length of the title being 52 characters, including spaces, the most. Of course, you can do more, but if you do more than that, your video will be, the video title, pardon me, will be cut off on some devices. So maybe it's cut off on your cell phone, cut off on your laptop. People are not going to see the entire title. So that may affect people being able to click on, not being able to, but it may affect them clicking on your video, because if they can't read the whole title, they may not click on it, and you want people to click on your videos. So if the most I recommend, again, is 52 characters, including spaces. So what we can do now is we scroll down a little bit and you'll see the section that says description. This is where you include the description of your video. I highly recommend putting it in. You don't have to put a description, but you should put a description. And you put in the keywords that help to describe your video. This helps the YouTube algorithm to discover what your video is about. The YouTube algorithm also listens and examines your YouTube video for the words in the video what you're saying. So it knows what your video is about, but the description of the video also is an additional help to find out what your video is about. This way, the more information you have available to the YouTube algorithm, it can actually help recommend your video to the proper audience. So I recommend putting in a description with about maybe 3 to 5 sentences. And let's say your video is about cooking muffins, okay? So in your video, in the description, you're gonna say the words muffin, you're gonna say cooking, you're gonna say maybe the ingredients, you're gonna maybe say muffins maybe 2 or 3 times, just to keep and make it a natural flow. Make it regular sentences. 3 to 5 sentences should be good enough. Now what I want to do is show you how to add something called a hashtag. This is a little piece of what they call metadata, or just basically data. This helps your video become a little bit easier to find. I don't think since the advent of AI that the hashtags make too much of a difference anymore, but every little bit helps, right? So let's just say you have your description. Okay, we're just going to put in some random characters to simulate us having a description. And then this is all done within the description box, of course. So you come down after the description, you hit the hashtag symbol. And let's just say you have a cooking channel. Okay, this channel is YouTube channel is about cooking, so you could say hashtag cooking. And then you're going to see all these different hashtags appear in this box. You choose whichever one is most appropriate for your channel. So you have hashtag cooking, you have hashtag cooking channel, hashtag cooking video. You get the point. You go down the list and you choose whichever one is most appropriate for your channel. So we're just going to choose hashtag cooking. Okay. Maybe you want to choose, let's hashtag wok, W-O-K, and then cooking. We scroll down to the section that says thumbnails. Now, thumbnails, very, very important. By the way, you should have already created your thumbnail. You should create your thumbnail first. The reason being because your thumbnail is so important. If nobody clicks on your video because your thumbnail is not designed properly or attractive, then nobody's going to watch your video. So that's why your thumbnail is so important. It may even be more important than your video. If your YouTube channel is new and maybe you haven't uploaded any videos, you may not have this option or this feature that I'm about to mention to you. It's called A/B testing for thumbnails. What this does is you can now upload with this new feature 3 thumbnails at a time, and YouTube will push your video out to the world with 3 thumbnails, and the world will see 3 thumbnails. But YouTube will tell you which thumbnail people like the most, and then after about 14 days of testing, to see which thumbnail performs best with the crowd or with the audience, it will let you know, and then it will select it for you. So how you do the A/B testing thumbnail is you click where it says right here, A/B testing, of course. So you click on add thumbnail, and then you select the thumbnail that you've already created. Go to your hard drive, and here is my first thumbnail that I'm selecting. And then I scroll down underneath and select the next plus sign. Here is another thumbnail. I'm saying I cannot upload. Oh, let's see. This is a good example. Now, it's saying that the thumbnail is larger than 2 megabytes. This is a good example. See, when you make a thumbnail, if it's too large, YouTube will let you know. That's why I like creating my thumbnails inside of Canva. That way, if it's too large, I can actually just go back into Canva and reduce the size. I can select the slider in Canva to say, make this thumbnail a lower, take up less space. Instead of having it 2 megabytes, it can be 1 megabyte or 1.5. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select a smaller size thumbnail. So we click on the plus sign. I'm going to select another thumbnail. It's very similar to the first one. There we go. And I'm going to click on the third one below. And this one's also very similar. So we have the 3 thumbnails selected. And what we do now is we click on Set Test in the bottom right corner. There we go. So as you can see down here in the thumbnail section, we have all 3 thumbnails right here. I mean, they're kind of squished together, but you can still tell that they're there. And if you look over here, you see an example of one of the thumbnails that represent your video on the right hand side. And also this is the link right here. If you click on these 2 little folders right here, you just copied. Now when you click on it, you copied the link. Now this link, you can share this link with somebody. And I'm going to show you why you want to click on that link, perhaps, okay? And why you would want to share the link. I'm going to show that to you in a second. So right now, we scroll down to where the section that says playlists. We click on the drop down, and I have already created some playlists here. You can see CapCut, the YouTube Struggle Diaries, AI Agency. If you do not have any playlists already created, and you may want, I suggest you create one. The reason you want to create playlists, Playlists are like a secret sauce type of thing to help you get more views. Suppose you have a channel where you're a baker. You're baking, different pastries, that type of thing. So let's say you want to create a playlist. You're creating different playlists. Actually, represent, pardon me, different sections or different areas of your channel. So the you want to create a playlist for muffins. Okay, so we come here, playlist. We click on the drop down. We click on playlist, and then we make a title, and we say muffins. And then you can even put a description in here. So we're going to say all natural ingredients as an example. And then we keep it as the visibility as public so everyone can see it. And where it says default video order, you can choose to say organize it as date published, from basically prioritize the it's just basically how your videos are going to be organized in the playlist itself. You want the most recent videos at the top. You select date published newest, or date published oldest, the oldest at the top, and you just go through the list and you select whichever you prefer. So we're going to keep it as the default, date published newest, and then you select the language. So we select the language here, and of course it is, not of course, but for me, and maybe for you, it will be English, and then we click on create. So now that we've selected muffins, we put a check mark there, and we're going to click done. So if your video is made for children, then in this section down below where it says audience, down below it says yes, it's made for kids. Leave it as made for kids. But this section is extremely important, extremely important. If your video is not made for children, YouTube, let's just say, will frown on that, and you may get some type of message from them. Hopefully they would change it for you to not made for children. If it's not made for children, make absolutely sure you select no, it's not made for children. Okay? And then you scroll down some more, and the rest you can just leave as is. Okay? However, if you want to click on show more right here, you can if you like, and you can say it's going to ask you, do any of the following describe your content? Makes real person appear or say do something they didn't say or do, alters footage of a real event or place, generates a realistic look scene that didn't actually occur. What this is basically saying is that, did you use AI to change how someone looks or has said anything or appeared or alters any footage to what it originally was? If you did, then you want to say yes. If you did not, obviously say no. But YouTube is not saying you cannot use AI to, for example, if you use AI to help edit your video, maybe you use CapCut to add effects or anything, that's fine. They're not talking about that. If you used ChatGPT to help you with your scripting, or to help you make a logo or a thumbnail, they're not speaking about that. They're speaking about these 3 points right here, very specific. So we're going to say no, all right? And then we come down here a little further, and the rest of the settings you can just leave as is. If you have any tags, you can put tags in here. Tags basically are other things you can put in there, like such as, if you like, again, we'll use the example of muffins. So we're going to say muffins. By the way, tags, they're not going to help your video perform that much. They're not really used a lot these days, but every little bit helps. So what we're going to do, we're going to say muffins, and I'm going to leave it misspelled on purpose. What this does is, it says right here, tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find videos, as I mentioned before. So, if you think your video subject matter is sometimes people are searching for things and it's misspelled, this is a good place to put it. It may help your video be found a little bit easier. Remember, competition on YouTube is fierce, especially if you make good content. You want to take every little advantage you can to help your video perform better. Okay, so this is what this section is for. I'm not going to put any more in there because you get the point there. And we're going to leave, you're going to select what language. We scroll down a little bit more in the language and caption certification. So you want to select your language. You can leave this section as is, where it says none. And where it says recording date, you can leave that as the same as none as well. Video location, you can leave that as is. You can put in your city if you like, if you want. You don't have to. And where it says license, standard YouTube license. Now, if you, oh, I just switched away from here. If you have a video, okay, that you're uploading, a lot of times people can actually watch your video, they can copy your video, and they can use your video in a way where they can use it to promote their video. Meaning they will take out chunks of your video and put it in theirs. But if you select right here where it says license, you select the drop down standard YouTube license, this will prevent them from doing that. If you select Creative Commons attribution, they now have the right to use your video in that way, and they will give you some mention, of course. So for me, I will select standard YouTube license, and the other selections here allow embedding, which is allow others to embed your video in their sites. So if you want, what that means is that if they have a website and they want to use your video as an example to illustrate a point, you can leave this checked. Okay, so that means they can put your video in their website to, but what's different about this is that you will actually get credit for the video that you made, meaning that it will bring up your YouTube channel. Viewers will be aware of your YouTube channel, and so it's different from the standard YouTube license and attribution option I mentioned just a moment ago. So you can make your own decision whether you want to have that option on or not. And the next one down below, publish to subscriptions, feed, and notify subscribers. So this means that every time if you leave the check mark on, every time you make a video, your video will notify your subscribers, and it will it will notify your subscribers to your video. If you take the check mark off, your subscribers will not be notified. Okay. And then we go down to shorts remixing. Let others create shorts using content from this video. So you can select which option you want. So the first option is allow video and audio remixing, or allow only audio remixing, or don't allow remixing. Now this is a little different. It's referring only to shorts, so short videos, okay? YouTube shorts. So I would say, it's up to you. I'll leave that allow video audio remixing for this, just for this example. And then now category, you come down and you select the category that your video most likely falls into. So depending on what niche you're in, okay, you're gonna select, is it comedy? Do your videos deal with comedy, auto and vehicles, education, so on and so forth? I'm gonna leave mine with people and blogs because that is, a general category. And if you select the wrong option for this particular section, YouTube will actually figure it out, believe it or not. They'll actually select the right option for you after a little while. So now here in this section right here, this is one of my favorites, comments and ratings. So let's just suppose you have some viewers on your channel and they're leaving comments, which is a good thing. Comments on your channel, the YouTube algorithm sees that as a good thing. because the more activity on your channel means that it sends a signal to the YouTube algorithm to say that people are liking this video. So it's actually going to push it out more. So, but you can say I want comments on or off. I would say leave it on. But let's just suppose you're thinking that people are going to leave some pretty nasty comments on your channel. I have mine set to hold all comments. You can also select basic, which holds potentially inappropriate comments, strict, which is hold a broader range of potentially inappropriate comments, or hold all comments. I have mine set to hold all comments on this particular video, in general. And the reason is because if someone puts a nasty comment on there, I want to be the one to go back and look to see if I want to let the comment through. Suppose somebody puts a bad comment on there. Sometimes I will let the comment through because everyone has a right to say what they want to say. But if the comment is way out there, it's really terrible, they're saying some really terrible things, then I can decide to, hey, you know what, I want to delete this comment. And you'll see these notifications in the bell notification icon in the top right hand side. I'm going to show you that in a little while. And then you can see the comments coming through and you can look at them and you can decide, hey, I want to delete this or not. I'm going to show you that in a little while. And then when the comments come through, you can say who can comment right in the section here. Anyone or subscriber, just subscribers and members. I'll say, and I'll leave it at anyone, and sort by, sort from top or newest. I'm going to leave it as top. So it's going to sort from, even if it's a new comment, it may not necessarily be at the top. It may not necessarily be, let me just say that again. If it's it'll just sort any comment coming from the top, not just the newest comments, okay? And then this check mark here, show how many viewers like this video. Yeah, I want people to see just how many people like this video, whether it's 100 how many likes or just one like. I want everyone to see that. I don't have a problem with that. Then now we want to come to this bottom right hand corner and we're going to select next to go to the next section. There are 4 sections here. Details, we just came from details. Now we're in the second section, which is video elements. So here we are going to say, okay, do you want to add subtitles? This is a little bit more advanced. We'll just cover that in another video. And this video is just a basic tutorial for, beginners. We'll maybe cover the adding subtitles in a later video. Add an end screen. This is also going to be reserved for a later video for more advanced users of YouTube Studio. So this is where you'd add an end screen. This is where, when at the end of the video someone points and says, hey, if you want to know more information, click on this video here. This is where you'd add that, and you click on the add button. And if you want to add cards, if you're ever watching a video, maybe you're a third of the way through and you see these little long rectangular gray bars at the top of the screen, that's also where you add this. This is for like if you want to promote related content during the video. This will be for perhaps a website or other material. But we're just going to go to the second section right now, which is, the third section, which is checks. And this is where YouTube checks to see if your video is copyright safe. Did you add any music, copyrighted music? Did you add any copyrighted video from other creators or other sources? And right here, over on the right hand side, you see where it has a green check mark. This shows that your video and audio is safe to upload to YouTube. If it was not, you would see an X there, and that means you would have to re-upload your video, and they would actually say down below right here where it says copyright, it would say what the issue was, maybe video or audio. Audio is a very popular culprit for copyright issues, so be sure that you're uploading copyright safe material. And then we're going to go down to the next section here. So click on the button, the next button in the bottom right hand corner, and it brings us to this section, visibility. Now, when you're uploading your YouTube video, you can select unlisted, private, or public. If you select private, the reason you'd want to select private is if you select private, only somebody with a username and password can actually watch the video. You can watch it anytime you like because it's on your channel, but it's not available to the rest of the world. Only somebody that you give a username and password can actually watch the video. If you want unlisted, this is another section, of course, where you do not need a username and password to watch the video if you want to share it with somebody. So it's a little bit less secure. The reason you'd want to select this option, suppose you are a video editor. I'm a video editor, of course. I would share this video with my client. Share the link with my client, and they would not need a username and password to watch the video. All they would need is this link over here on the right hand side. So what I would do is I would click on this little folder here. I would click on it, and what it does, it has highlighted, it actually has copied this link here. I would maybe share this link in WhatsApp with my client, and he or she can go into WhatsApp to view the video without a username and password. But the thing is, though, anyone with the link can actually watch the video. So you have to make sure that you're very careful who you share the link with. Do not share it with somebody who's not supposed to see the video. The person who owns the video, for example, in my case, my client, would get very upset if somebody saw the video without he or she seeing it first. And of course, the next one down below, the third one option, is obviously public. When you're ready to share your video to the rest of the world on your channel, you select public, and then you would click publish. In any case, whatever you choose, public, unlisted, private, unlisted, or public, you would select publish afterwards, and it would publish your video or save it. So if you selected private or unlisted, you'd click save. If you select public, you click publish. And this other option here, this box underneath where it says set as instant premiere, this is, well, I'll just read the description that YouTube gives. When you set your video as instant premiere, you and your viewers can watch it together at the same time. This is just basically a fancy way of promoting your video once it's published, and it sends a notification out to your subscribers and to anybody else who might be viewing the video, and you all can watch it together. It's like a little fun thing you can do. But I never usually select this option, so I would take the check mark off in my case. And down below where it says schedule, you can click on the drop down button, and you can set the time and date for when you want your video to be published live, okay, to the rest of the world. So you can select any date. You go to the calendar, you can select the time, you can even select the time zone. So in my case, I'll just leave it as standard Eastern time. I'm not going to select set as premiere, of course. I've already explained that to you, what that is as well. And I'm not going to select, I would select public, and then I would scroll down in a regular case. And it says before you publish, YouTube wants you to check. Before you publish, check the following. Do kids appear in this video? Make sure you follow our policies to protect minors from harm, exploitation, bullying, and violations of labor law. And you can click on the learn more option here to learn more about what that really means in more detail. I'm sure you guys get the general gist of what they're referring to. And then below it says, further, looking for overall content guidance. Our community guidelines can help you avoid trouble and ensure that YouTube remains a safe and vibrant community. And you can click on the learn more button as well there. So the reason I, pardon me, the reason that I went into that in a little bit more detail is because obviously YouTube wants to make sure YouTube platform is a very safe environment for children and for everyone else, but especially children, okay? I do not want to publish this video right now because this is just an example, but when you're ready to publish your video, you click publish, and then it'll be ready to be viewed by the rest of the world immediately. So I did mention earlier to you that to see the notifications of messages, you have to look at the bell notification icon. I'm going to show that to you right now. I don't want to forget that. It's very important. So I'm going to close this window, click on the X, and where you would see the notifications, let's just go back to my main page of my YouTube channel, and we're just going to wait for the page to come up. So the bell notification icon is right here. You see this little tiny bell, and it has the number 9 and the plus sign. It shows I have 9 notifications waiting. So let's just click on that and see what that is. So it shows that I have different notifications. So notifications could be anything. It could be that another creator, another channel has published some videos, which they have. Nikki Saunders, shout out to Nikki. Love her content. Shout out to Think Media. I'm a subscriber of them. Other creator here, Deepak Kumar. You have other notifications here. So if you scroll through, you see other creators coming up here. And this is also where you'd see if somebody left a comment. Here you scroll through to see if anybody's left comments or subscribed. And this is where you can click into the comments and you can read the comment, and then you can just say if you want to reply or if you want to delete. You be the judge. This is your YouTube channel. You can actually do what you want, of course, within reason. If you found value with this video, what I want you to do is go down in the YouTube description, and I'm going to post a link down there for my free community where you can come in and learn YouTube tips and tricks and how to get better with your YouTube in every way possible. For free coaching, for paid coaching, just click on the link, and I'll see you inside. Take care.